I don't want to go into it because they're local people, but one guy came in, showed me a showed me a video of his coach at a U9 level house league
Oh yeah, say it. It's worth it.
taking a penalty shot. Showed me the video. Penalty shot, U9 or 9 house league or one step above. Showed me the video of the boy ready to go to take the penalty shot, and then scans over to the coach, and the coach waves it off, puts another kid out, takes that one off, and
Let a different guy shoot.
let a different guy shoot.
That is like I'm okay. I'm gonna do this first. I have to. I'm gonna. Why do they call it a soapbox? Do you know why the saying goes?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up because I think it's worth it. Because I'm gonna go on my soapbox here for a second. Oh,
Why?
it's a raised platform
Yeah.
where you can stand to make a speech.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So why?
Okay, guys, like mums and dads, for the love of God, honestly, can we just calm down? Can we just calm down, man?
No. So the parents were very upset with that. Not necessarily the child. Obviously, the child's parents were going, "Well, come on, man." And then I guess there was a lot of parents in the team that were not happy about that. Obviously,
And like when I say mums and dads, I'm including the coaches too. It's like everybody. It's like all the adults, all the backdoor conversations and like the side things that people are trying to do. And there's all this like sneaky, like hiding the ball, trying to like get ahead, like get a little edge here, not tell people what you're doing and all this stuff. And I'm just like, your kids are literally 14, but other parents too. Your kids are 9. Like for this shootout example, your kids are like, I don't get it. I don't understand. And I went through it. So it's not like I'm disconnected. And I can understand for parents to a degree where it's like you haven't been to higher levels yet. So you don't understand what hockey turns into. And we talk about that a lot. But it's like, where is the rational behavior on the part of the grown-ups? I get bent out of shape about this a lot where we get mad at kids or we give shit to like this generation this generation is lazy, this generation doesn't want to work, this generation this. It's like you guys are the grown-ups. We're the grown-ups, guys. We're the coaches, we're the parents, we're the moms and dads. It's like what is going on? I don't understand. And I don't know what it's going to take to make people just be transparent about what's going on. Like why is there all this hiding the ball stuff? And you've been in this longer than me, so like to me, when I see your behavior with this, you're kind of just like, hey man, I'm just staying out of it now because like I've had enough and it's fine. But I feel like because I'm just breaking back into it now, I'm just revisiting like all the frustrating points of youth hockey and of minor hockey. Yeah, it's mind numbing to me that grown-ups behave this way. Whether it's the crazy outbursts at the game, yelling at the refs, yelling at the coach, sneaky conversations, trying to like band together and mutiny the coach, or the coach is a complete goof and changes a 9-year-old on a penalty shot. It's like, guys,
it's ridiculous.
guys,
it's ridiculous.
Is that too harsh? Is that harsh of me? I don't know.
No, it's ridiculous.
Am I off? Like am I
No,
wrong?
you're young. There's no reason for you, there's no reason for me to say anything other than no. Like you're looking at behavior that makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense for 14, 15 year. If it was your 19-year-old and they're about to get a contract for millions of dollars, maybe I would understand a little bit more. You'd be a little more crazy about that because it seems much more impactful. And like I get the development of your kids is impactful, and I understand that.
I think part of the problem is not part of the problem. I don't know how to say it, but I think where it stems from a lot of the times is that when you get into your youth hockey teams, you start at a younger age, and you have a group of people at a younger age that you get into it together, and you believe that you guys are friends, and that if you do something, I do something, or you kind of like you got a tight knit group that you keep things a little bit closer to. Okay, does that make sense so far? So now you and I are good buddies, and it's like, hey, there's this opportunity to go play somewhere. We got to keep that a secret because first of all, we don't want anybody else to know or the organization to know because they're going to get upset with us. I don't want to deal with that. So you and I will keep this together. What do you think of this? What do you think of this? And then you don't want to make too many commitments or you don't want to tell too many people because you're in your own little world here. Me and you have the best kids in the whole world, and we're just going to keep that to ourselves, right? and then we'll decide later. But don't let anybody into our little secret. Oh, and by the way, there's this guy that does a skate that I'm not telling anybody else. Just you and I. We're going to take our kids there, and then they'll get a step ahead of everybody else. All right, and then there's this agent. I don't want to. There's an agent coming. And he talked to me. He goes, "I told him about you." So so he's going to talk to you, but keep that quiet. And it's just this world where it means nothing.
So take that exact thread, and now my thing is like, okay, what is this about? And to me, it's like you're trying to make the best development environment you can for the kids. So like let's say I'm running an organization, and it's like, okay, there's some problems here, right? Like let's say there's some problems. Okay, so we have a board that we can't get anything done. It's one of those, or something like that. Yeah, right. Typical board. And like, if for me, and maybe I'm just naive, like, and fair enough, man, criticize me if you want, but if I'm a part of that and I just see that it's not good for the kids, then like my recourse would be to explore other options, right? Which is kind of what you're talking about. Now, if I go to explore other options, why is that bad? Why does that have to be a secret? Why does that have to be, and why would another adult care or take it out on the kid? Like, because I understand the idea of, well, I don't want my kid to get it taken out on my kid because we're thinking of going somewhere else. I understand that. The fact that that's even a thing that you have to think about for a 12-year-old or 13-year-old or 14-year-old, because another grown adult is going to say, nope, that's not happening with your kid.
It hurt my
because
ego a little bit.
because you're pissing me off, so I'm going to take it out on your kid. Like, this is this kind of stuff that I don't understand. The way I was explaining it the other day, I was having a conversation. I'm like, it's like a bunch of high school kids. That's what the adults are behave like. It's a bunch of high school kids, and I cannot believe it. And I can believe it. I get it. But now that I'm just getting the refresher, now that I'm back in it and having the conversations, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, I don't understand why it can't just be, what's the best for the kids? Let's just try to make that happen, and everybody work together to make that happen. I don't know. And that's maybe it's naive. Maybe it's naive. And it's a lot of moving parts to make something like that happen. I understand that, like any organization, but it's like, man, what a piece of frustration it is interacting with grown-ups that are behaving this way, And I don't understand the desire. Maybe it's not even a desire. Maybe people feel like they have no choice. To your point, maybe they feel like they have to be sneaky. But people like
I don't know. I mean, people in general, like when I coached in Detroit, it wasn't like there was boundaries, so you can go play wherever you wanted. And I guess I understand why people would be quiet about that, because if you're on my team and I know that you're leaving, it's January and I know you're leaving in March, do I treat you any differently? Like, that's what I get where people would think that.
Okay, but then it's like, I'm gonna be quiet about it, but not really. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be quiet about it, but I'm actually gonna tell this person, and then the guy that was talking to me is gonna tell somebody.
It all gets out.
And then there's rumors.
Yeah, it all gets out.
And now it's like there's all these rumors. And I'm thinking even with the academy thing, it's like there's all these rumors about what's going on. I'm like, if you guys just talk to me, I'll tell you exactly what's happening. Like, and you don't have to.
Well, you would think that's the way it should be,
right? And it's like, you guys don't have to. There's no rumors. Right. There's no speculation. There's no,
maybe they're not used to that. I don't know, Eric. It's a weird thing. I mean,
I'm sure they're not used to that. I'm sure that's the case. But even we're talking about like some of these parents are talking about, well, like, we need all the AAA organizations for a while went through this, like, we're going to have a 3-year plan for these kids and have this coach glued to this team for 3 years and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, guys, how many coaches has Charlie had in the OHL?
1, 2, 3.
3 coaches.
3 years.
3 years, 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Guys, like, I don't know.
Part was an illness. Well, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
3 and 3. Yeah. Same with me. I had how many coaches? I had 3 or 4 coaches in 4 years in junior.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, guys, and they're young. They need different voices. They need different things. It's like, I don't know.
They need a good coach. They need a coach that's not good. They, like, not need, but it doesn't hurt them to have a coach that doesn't know what they're doing.
It's just, I guess
it doesn't hurt them to have a jerk. It doesn't hurt them to have a real motivating guy. It doesn't hurt to have any of those things, because you learn life. And when you learn life, you learn how to deal with different things.
Yeah. And I guess the point of me bitching here is, as a community, let's call it, as a hockey community, as a hockey group, and this is not just our area, this is every area, because we hear it from everywhere, and it's the same thing. It's like, how about let's all just take a step as the grown-ups and behave as such,
Yeah, good luck though.
right?
No.